How are you doing? It's Paul here. Just a real quick video here in some beautiful, extraordinary woodlands near Loch Ness in Scotland. We are just here in Inverness in the Highlands, just for our winter break. And of course, that really brought me at the topic of today's video, and that is, the essence of why we must travel for our spiritual development. Last week I was in Avebury during the winter solstice. The last few days I released a video, my latest video, and I noticed is that every time when I record something, I made a couple of, let's say, shots to make it a little bit look better. It always takes me a couple of days or almost like a week before I can actually release it. So there's a little bit of delay in that. And because right now I'm with holidays as well, so probably the real topic I wanted to talk about with the shots of showing a little bit of the area, it will probably by the first week of January. So that's why this real quick video, the essence of why we must travel, let's say, in our space-time reality. The thing is, the last few months or so, we all have experienced what it's like to be, let's say, in social isolation through lockdown restrictions, travel restrictions and whatnot. And more of us, we're working from home. It comes with many benefits, but to be honest, I don't really see the true benefits of it, because our energy becomes perhaps a little bit stagnant, and we must create flow in our life, and flow through, let's say, new inspirations. Our energy must flow, and to experience that is, of course, through travel. And when you go to places you have never been before, it's like you're tuning more into the inner child of the awe and wonder. You become open, you become aware, you become alert, you pay attention to what's around you. Because if you not do that, if you're always in the same kind of environment, then you go a little bit into autopilot. You're going much more into the rational minds and thinking and worry about all the stuff that's going on. And if you're on the go, then that's not really the case. So that's why I strongly believe we must do this much more in order for us, for our spiritual evolution development. Now, of course, there's a whole other story about it, because as in our busy society, many of us, we are going for a hike in the Peruvian Andes, just for a quick walk in the park, let's say it in that way. We jump on planes, we go all over the world, and that's really what we have been doing for the last several decades. The world has opened up for us for international travel. And now it's like, nature, so there's a flip side of the story of that as well. Nature has been suffocating from the pollution we have been causing. And, we are all guilty about it. So yes, I say, for our spiritual well-being, we must go out and travel and go to new places in order to create more flow in our life, and to create this alertness, and to tune in the adventure, the explorer within us. But at the same time, we also must be cautious, like, what is that we're doing to our planet while we are doing this. I mean, driving up here to the north of Scotland, it took me like a tank and a half of petrol just to come here. So it's like more than 500 miles. Now, my next video, I wanted to share once again a little bit more about the shamanic path, because I feel like we are living in multiple states of consciousness. But that's why I highly suggest you go and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. But coming back to the topic, for us, and I speak about this more, why we must commit to our spiritual journey development, personal development process. We could say, okay, so it is a way for us to take a step back and reflect on, let's say, our limited beliefs, what's holding us back. And for us, it's also to re-energize on putting fuel in our vehicle that can get us where we want to be in life, but also that contains the message that we want to share with the world. So that's why we always must continue to reflect in order to step up into new insights and new inspirations. But at the end, it's never really about the vehicle that we are trying to drive, that perhaps could get us somewhere, but it's always about this process of self-reflection, is to look at our glass of water, our petrol tank, see how we can cleanse it, purify it, and put more light, love, consciousness, spirit in it, so we can continue to drive and move ahead. And travel, going to new places, is one of these things to do so. But at the end, it's not really about the vehicle, it's about who we're becoming in the process, and whatever that is. So you might be saying, okay, so I'm here for my spiritual development and all of that, but I also realized that I become much more detached from the interest after going after capitalistic endeavors. It becomes less of your interest because you see, there's something else for you out there that satisfy your soul much more. But then it's the question, okay, so what is that vehicle that can give me that freedom to do what I want to do in order to go in that end GOB that is actually not going to get you anywhere, that is just keeping you stuck in modern enslavement, making someone else wealthier while you are getting trapped down and holding back by the agenda of someone else. So that's the question, of course, and that's why it's really good, perhaps, if you want to know more, to have a conversation about this, because us getting here, it mainly has to do with one of the passive business models that I'm involved in. At the moment, everything has been just being very, very passive. But if you want to learn more about that, then feel free to get in touch, and we can schedule up a discovery call to learn more about it. Also, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification for my next video, where I show a little bit more shots about the beautiful highlands. All right, see you in the next one. Take care for now.